Okay, let's get talking about my week 9 matchup with Leaf. This is Mr. Gworf, as you know. I'm feeling good about this week. I think that we have a good shot. So, I think we have a good plan. I like where we're at. It's been a rough few weeks, but I'm looking forward to get it back on track. So, Leaf is extremely good. so, um, so it'll be a little bit uphill. I think they're 7-1, and we are 4-4 right now. After starting 4-1, it's been a rough few weeks. I think people have basically just been using snarl and moves like that to an assault, bulky assault vest Pokemon. They basically found out that my team is very special attack heavy and has a few weaknesses. So people are exploiting that. Not a fan of that. Stop being mean to me. You guys, you made your point. Stop doing that. But I feel good about this week. I've a few issues that I need to take care of with this team, but I think we've planned pretty well. Me and Leaf are about to play in a little bit, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Leaf's team, as a quick reminder, my team is Dragapult, Sneasler, Tornadus, Latios, Iron Crown, Indeedee, Heatran, Scizor, Rabsca, and Sudowoodo. I've had fun using Sudowoodo. It's not a Sudowoodo week, spoiler. Um, but yeah, Leafs team is Zebstrika, which I think he's only brought once, Ampapom, which he's only brought once, Hisuian Zoroark, which he's brought a few times, which I have plans for, Landorus, which I also have multiple plans for, Urshifu Rapid Strike, which seems to be the heavy hitter of the team, cracking about 16 KOs throughout the year, Illumise for a little Prankster Tailwind, Prankster Encore, Prankster Light Screen type stuff. Overquill, which is a somewhat new addition from what I can tell, but one I'm actually one of the most afraid of. It can be bulky, it can be fast with Swift Swim, it has Intimidate, which could lower the attack of my Sneasler, and yeah, the typing is Dark and Poison's incredibly good typing. I think the only weakness is Ground, which I have. Looking at no none. I have no ground moves, so I could have Tech Terra Blast ground move. Well, Heatran and I actually have Scorching Sands this week, um, for this particular reason. That and King Gambit, Pelipper. What Pelipper does. It's it seems to run Sash on it sometimes, occasional Scarf on it, Muddy Water, Tailwind Setter sometimes. King Gambit, which is a mon that I'm most afraid of. Among Us, the Mushroom, and Metang, which hasn't came to anything, so I'm not really too concerned about that one. If it had Trick Room, it would be good for this team, but alas, it does not. So our focus this week is to be faster. Well, step one: be faster than Hisuian Zoroark for multiple Pokemon, so I can take that thing out because that thing could be annoying. It's a Ghost type. Latios, which I'm bringing, does not like Ghost moves. It learns Snarl, so it can do fast Snarl things like other people have been doing, which I'm trying to avoid. Um, Landorus, I'm scared of. Well, let's just get the team. Let's get going here. Here it is. Well, I need to scroll down a little bit or something. How do we do this? Way too zoomed in. Hold up. This could be a problem. Hold on. Okay, technical difficulties aside, we have the team up here. We have essentially what we're doing here is let's start with Latios. Latios' Choice Scarf. Latios is going to come to every game, I think. Very, very good against a lot of Leafs team. Um, Importantly, it's 178, which speed ties with Zoroark, but I have Scarf on it, so I can try to get that thing out of the way. It also is faster than the fastest Urshifu uh, by a few points, so I can, even if it's scarfed up Urshifu, I can hit Tailwind, Luster Purge, take that thing out in one hit. Or if I think it's going to tear to water, I can Draco, take that thing out in one hit. If I suspect like a Scarf Urshifu shenanigans type thing, and it lives with a little tiny bit of bulk, 4 HP, 4 defense. It lives a Scarf Urshifu in the rain with like 1 HP. So that's pretty nice. That's going to be a good lead. We'll probably start with that. Tornadus is a citrus berry bulky Tornadus, super bulky, with max speed, which reaches 179, which is importantly 1 point faster than 178, which means 1 point faster than Zoroark. So that's important. Iron Crown is Booster Energy, which I've not brought yet, which will be fun. It's a Booster Energy Speed Booster. So with Psychic, Tachyon Cutter, Focus Blast, Protect. Focus Blast is basically brought for King Gambit and Overquill. Mostly King Gambit, actually. I really expect King Gambit to be here. It makes a lot of sense into my team. It has priority Sucker Punch, which can still hit my Latios because it's a Levitate Pokemon, so it isn't protected by the terrain. Same with Tornadus, it's a flying type. It won't be protected by Sucker Punch, which is kind of why I have Quick Guard on here with Sneasler. So Dire Claw, Close Combat, Quick Guard. So the concept being, if I have my own Psychic Terrain up, because Indeedee's coming, and King Gambit's on the other side, or let's say Urshifu Aqua Jet is there, then I can use Quick Guard to protect my Latios or my Tornadus from a priority move, even though they're not protected by the Psychic Terrain. So I'm kind of have both options there. I think that's a good way to do it. I couldn't really think of another thing to put in this slot. Dire Claw Close Combat's really all I need. For Leaf's team in particular, dark moves don't really help a whole lot. And yeah, I mean, you could use some tech moves there, but I think Quick Guard's a good protective move to have there on Sneasler. In DD, we have Expanding Force, Terra Blast, Encore, Fake Out. Fake Out I may use against Landorus, I may use against Pelipper because since they're flying types, they won't be protected in the Psychic terrain. Expanding Force should do some damage. Its Focus Sash can live a hit. It won't live against Urshifu, but anything else, it'll take one hit. And oftentimes, if it can take one hit, maybe hit Fake Out, maybe hit Expanding Force, it can do enough chip that it'll be worth it. And it gives a boost to Iron Crown, has Psychic and Terra Psychic, so I can do a ton of damage with that. So we can do stuff with that. So Heatran is Air Balloon. So one of the fun things about this team is Heatran and Latios both are really difficult for Landorus. And you may think, well, Landorus isn't Heatran quadruple weak to ground? Why would Landorus care? Well, because this Heatran is Air Balloon. So, and I looked through the past weeks, and it seems like what Leaf will do is Leaf will have Landorus do, couple ground moves, maybe Earth Power, Sandsear Storm, and Sludge Bomb. And if that's the case, Heatran is immune to poison moves, Steel type, and it'll be immune from getting hit by the ground moves because of Air Balloon. So in an endgame one-on-one situation, Heatran is completely immune to Landorus. And similarly, Latios with Levitate is immune to the ground moves. So I have two different switch-ins for any ground moves that I suspect. Three different ones, actually, if you count Tornadus. And so Landorus, I'm hoping, isn't as big of a problem, just based on the sets that Leaf has ran before. I actually checked, and Leaf doesn't seem to have ran here past Leaf sets. We have Timid, Life Orb, Sandsear Storm, Sludge Bomb. We have Lando didn't come here. And then here is Lando didn't come to this week on the left, but then I found 2 other weeks where he used Landorus. And Landorus, as you can see in the top right, turn 12 it says, I wanted to understand if Landorus ever ran Scarf, because Landorus can be faster than Iron Crown with Scarf. And it doesn't. He's never ran Scarf with it, as far as I can tell. Because you see here in the top right that Pelipper outsped it with Hurricane, and then Landorus attacks. Okay, so Pelipper's got to be faster than Lando, which would only be the case if Pelipper was Scarfed in that situation. And in the bottom right, Landorus used Protect. Landorus isn't going to use Protect if it's Scarfed. So, and they didn't have Zoroark yet, so it couldn't have been the case that's actually Zoroark. I looked at the game; it was not a Zoroark. So, basically, I don't have to be too concerned about Scarf Lando here. And and it seems to only run Sludge Bomb and a couple ground moves, and then random tech moves like Block. So I'm thinking that I can get a full immunity from Landorus through these 2 mons. Heatran with Terra Grass can take some hits from Urshifu, which will make it easier to lead and just keep it alive. Heatran could be really important with Tornadus. I have Sunny Day, Taunt, Air Slash, Tailwind. So I'm hoping one win condition is to set up the Sun, taunt the Illumise that comes out or Pelipper, whatever I think could set up Tailwind, and then just get a speed advantage with Sun Up, and I think that could go a long way. So I see a couple win conditions here. I'll probably start the first game with Latios and Tornadus, and just based on the team that comes in, pick the other two Mons, and then in the second game, uh, yeah, I think that it's a really good option to have first game doesn't go my way to do something a little different is to have Sunny Day and Heatran in the back. Yeah, I think it could work out pretty well. The Mons that are most likely to come are Latios, Heatran, Tornadus, Iron Crown, Sneasler. Maybe Indeedee will come. It depends on what the sets they bring, but we have a few. I think we have moves for everything, right? So I'm feeling good. Here's the team again, just putting on the screen with a little bit of what Leaf has done in the past. Overquills only came to 3 games. King Gambit came to 5 games, 13 KOs. I mean, Leaf has just done so good in this league so far. It's definitely a hard week, but it's one that I actually feel okay about. If we can just take one game and get some information in the process, either game 1 or game 2, I feel really good about our chances. So I think game 1 we'll stick with our regular game plan of Latios and Tornadus to start out and try to get some information, try to figure out what's what, and then pick it up from there. I definitely have plans against the Zoroark using Snarl, Fast Snarl. I have plans against that. I have plans against King Gambit. We have plans against Lando. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm feeling good this week. Hopefully we can get a win. Let's get it going. I'll see you in a little bit.
We got week 9 versus Leaf. I think it's week 9. Yeah, week 9 versus Leaf.
Feeling good about this one. Let's see what happens.
Okay, hit enter on this and select my team.
Let's go.
Gorf wants to battle. Come on.
Okay, so we have Pelipper, Urshifu, Overquill. No King Gambit, which is good to see. Terra Dark Lando. And Illumise, however you say that. So the first thing I'm looking at is I kind of expect either Pelipper or Illumise, but not both. But I'm okay with it, at least for less offensive options. Really, the only offensive options, not including Pelipper, which can be, is Urshifu, Lando, Overquill, and Hisuian Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark's annoying, but I have I can at least speed tie with a couple options that I have, and my Latios is scarfed, so we can outspeed it there. I think I'm gonna lean. We need a way to get rid of the Overquill. If I can just get the Sun Up, my Heatran has Air Balloon. It could be tough to get through for him. Let's lead Tornadus, Latios with Lando. Should I do Lando and Indeedee? I mean, not Lando and Indeedee, Iron Crown and Indeedee. Let's try that. That's a good way to start it out. We can kind of see what's going on as we go along. Landorus, which may not be Landorus. Illumise, which may not be Illumise. I'm going to assume it is. And this Landorus isn't threatening a whole lot of pressure. If it is Landorus. If it's Hisuian Zoroark, which I kind of think it is, then it'll be very threatening. We'll start with Taunt. I can taunt this thing. And then, if he is Hisuian Zoroark, I wonder if I live its strongest ghost move. I could Terra immediately to get rid of that threat. Let's do that. Taunting the Illumise, which may or may not be Illumise. It can't use Tailwind. Okay, so that is Illumise. And this is Zoroark. Snarl. Okay. It's not great because we get a special attack drop, but we're in a lead right now. We can set up our own Tailwind. And we're threatening damage. So this Illumise really wants to switch. It'll probably switch to That Zoroark was throat spray. That's really good to know. Air slash Luster Purge. Is it gonna encore me? I don't know what's staying in. Oh, eject button. That's interesting. Eject button to Landorus. So we have Landorus, Zoroark, Illumise. Possibly Overquill. Possibly Urshifu in the back. I'm 179, so I'm faster than this thing max speed. Let's get rid of it. I can reset. I can switch out Latios, reset the drop. I like that. There's a benefit of being 1 point faster than Zoroark. Oh, it's Rock Slide. Citrus Berry activates, so now they know I'm Citrus Berry. We're not in a bad spot. Okay, so if they had Overquill, I feel like they would have put it out there. I'm really fast. Tailwind, Expanding Force, put on some pressure. I can even fake out that Landorus. I could have faked it out. Light Screen's interesting. Oh, I didn't do nearly as much as I wanted it to. Oh no. Thought for next time, I could fake out that Landorus. Terror types. Terror Dark Landorus isn't fun. I gotta keep that in mind. You want to attack you on there? Yeah, you know that thing's gonna Terror Dark right now. Icy Wind. That's Protect. Please take this thing out. 1. Oh my gosh, it's doing nothing. Is this Assault Vest Landorus? I think it has to be. Okay, now I'm stuck using Icy Wind. So we lost that first game when we had a lead. That light screen's a big problem. I think we need to taunt that Illumise every time we see it. Every time we see it, we need to taunt it. But it can protect. Which is something to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm really thinking this thing is Assault Vest. Assault Vest, bulky, Landorus. It's using Rock Slide on me. Rock Slide, Crunch. Why wouldn't it? I'm Levitate, so I can't use a ground move. It's supposed to be Rock Slide, Crunch, and and ground moves. Right? Sandsear and Earth Power. Slowly getting rid of this this Tailwind. Yeah, because it really can't do a whole lot of damage to me. Which means my Air Balloon Heatran might be really good here. Overquill in the back. Yeah, it's Intimidate. Okay, I like to see that. So we have Intimidate Overquill. Okay, we've learned a lot here. I always feel like in these, it's uphill battle to understand what the sets are. So bulky Assault Vest Landorus with 2 ground moves, Rock Slide, and Crunch. We have Intimidate Overquill, so we don't need to worry about Rain, which means they probably don't really care about having Rain up. Let's do Tornadus, Heatran, and try to burn shit to the ground. Latios. I have Quick Guard on Sneasler, thinking that, what's it called? King Gambit would be here, but it's not. But Urshifu still could have Aqua Jet, which could be a problem. I'm not really seeing a downside to Heatran here. Let's lead. I kind of liked how the start was. Tornadus, Latios, Heatran. Sneasler. Let's stick with that. Sneasler in the back can give me some Dire Claw shenanigans if I want. Okay, so either one of these could be fake, or they could protect. I kind of want to get this Landorus out of the way. I really don't want to get... Light Screen's a problem. So with Dark and Ground moves... He's not used a Ground move here because I got a Flying type in a Levitate user. You can use Crunch on Latios for sure. Or Rock Slide. Let's get Sneasler in here. Terrifying Luster, Purge Landorus. Get this thing as far out of the way as I can. Protect, okay. Like to see it. Double Protect. Oh, this thing is an Assault Vest. Or it's a Hisuian Zoroark. Point at the camera like it's over there. It's over here. Because that thing's so bulky. Okay, so this is a Landorus. I mean, this is a Hisuian Zoroark, which my Sneasler's also 179, just so I can get through this thing. So I don't believe you about your thingamabob here. And I'm going to take it out. I don't like to see it. Or should I take Illumise out because this thing isn't that threatening? No, I need to get rid of it. But do I really want the real Landorus out here? Oh, my server just disconnected. Okay, I gotta get with Leaf real quick. Yeah, my internet just went out. Oh shit. Okay, well I just left her. Okay, well. Okay, so let me take stock of what happened here. That's more or less what I was thinking about doing anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna keep it going. I'm saying never mind. Okay. Here's Overquill, and they got Tailwind up. I wonder what moves Illumise has. Could have Struggle Bug. Let's try to get rid of this thing to get Tornadus back out here. Okay. Is that Struggle Bug? Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. This thing is so bulky. Okay. Protect here. I'm thinking... I want to taunt this thing to get out of the way, but I also don't want to die to Rock Slide. But I did survive last time, so... Taunt here. Okay, here's Overquill, intimidating, getting my Sneasler to be useless. Yeah, -1. Okay, we're using Struggle Bug. Still don't know anything about this Overquill. I kind of want to get rid of this Illumise. Switching Heatran. Sunny Day. I don't think you can get rid of me with that Overquill. This is what people did last time to me. They just kept spamming Snarl and moves that drop my attack and special attack. Okay, time to just try to burn everything to the ground here, right? You're taunted, so you can't do anything. I'll be faster than you. I got Sunny Day up. I positioned myself with Tailwind. Heatran's strong. This Illumise is Ghost Terra, so it can't resist it. This Overquill's Water. So it could like Terra Waterfall right here. I mean, it's still going to do a lot of damage, right? Okay, switching back into Landorus. Illumise gets switched out. This eject button's pretty smart with the idea that I would taunt. And then it could switch out and then come back without being taunted. And it just Terra'd, so you can't use Terra Water to protect your Overquill. I want to get rid of this Landorus. And I want to preserve my taunt too. You're not going to use a ground move into this slot. Flamethrower Landorus. I'm thinking I should pick up the KO. Well, how much did that do with Heat Wave? How much time do I have left? 23% to Landorus. Gosh. Maybe I should get rid of Overquill. This thing is annoying. Let's protect here. Switch to Latios. Okay. Earthquake, doesn't touch anything. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of that Heatran, which I would too. But now I'm in a good position. Because I can Heat Wave it. If Heat Wave plus Luster Purge doesn't pick up the KO, then I don't know what will. So. Or I could Icy Wind. It doesn't do a whole lot for me. Heatwave Luster Purge. Let's go. Yes! Get rid of this thing. That's Zoroark. Oh, you missed the fucking Heatwave. Citrus Berry Overquill. Interesting. Poison Jab does a lot, but not enough. I could Scorching Sands this thing, which they probably don't know I have. I wonder if that'll do enough. How much was Heatwave doing to it? 40% on Heatwave. Flamethrower, Luster Purge. Okay. Okay, Double Protect, get rid of Tailwind. I'm still faster than this thing because I have Scarf. I'm running it back. You cannot get rid of... You can't Snarl me, I will go first. Because you're Throat Spray. Talking to Zoroark. Then throw 34%. Please don't poison me. Got poisoned. Scorching Sands. I should get rid of this thing. Still faster, because I'm Scarfed. Felstein. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy move. And it lives with 2% health. I don't get the burn on a 30% chance. Okay, that's fine. in past moves. Oh shit. I'm about to lose on timer. I have 8 seconds. Which means you just gotta spam moves. Like, I just need to click Heat Wave Tailwind. Okay, they're both gone. If I lose because of timer, I'll be so upset. We're up 3 mons to 1. Did nothing. Sneasler. Flamethrower. Dire Claw. And didn't KO. And he got Earthquake and killed me. Okay. So I lose. Okay. Well played to Leaf. That was a fun match. I wish I paid more attention to timer. Taking too much time talking. I felt like we had that. Didn't get any good rolls. Didn't get a single burn. No Dire Claw. But well played. Well played by Leaf. Wish I understood what happened a little bit more with my I'm all with my disconnect and running out of time too. It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I guess in that situation I could have close combated. Now that I am looking at it with more time, because if it lived with 2% here after Flamethrower, because it went Dire Claw, it lost 20% Flamethrower. Dire Claw is not very effective, but so is Close Combat. That's also not very effective. I'll hit GG in here. Then it would have done enough. And if I would have had more time, I think I would have clicked that button. But it is what it is. That's 4 losses in a row for Old Dwarf. Not feeling good. I was feeling good. I really felt like I was going to win this one, but we'll see. We'll see you next week with a losing record. Hopefully, we can turn it around. Not looking good so far for the draft league for Old Dwarf. All right. Goodbye.